This is an introduction video to go through a little bit of an explanation on the Tardis vocal booth that me and Dave made. I videoed the build from when we ordered the wood right the way through to the painting and the finished product. Anyway, enjoy. Right, so this is the beginning of what me and Dave are going to turn into the Tardis vocal booth. I think we just leave it the way it is. I think it looks great. Just cover it in solid tape. More wood. So, anyway, amongst all the mess, the door and all the panels have been cut out of the four sides. Those long pieces of wood there are going to end up being the police box signs. We did the base. This is the underneath of it. I think it's got 3/4 inch ply, same as the door. The door will also have a back sheet of 1/2 inch ply, so it'll be fairly thick. A lot of work to do. There's the posts. They've all been routed as well. If you can see that. So they're going to look solid. They're kind of rounded at the edges. It's going to be really nice. Yep. Anyway, crack on with some more work and have a look later. Right, so this is the first pole up. Sorry the video's a little bit sporadic, we just get on with work and then figure out maybe put one up. But so
there's nice and square.
Shows. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, nearly falling over bloody things here. We're just standing it up at the moment just to see how everything fits in. It's looking good. It's big, but this is a big room. And you remember I said about the routed posts? So when they're on the ground. See that? Looks nice. Anyway, have a look again. You can see there's bloody sawdust everywhere. Hey baby, say hello. Say hello. Oh, what are you saying? What are you saying? Who's that? So each side's going to have these mouldings, if that's what you call them, going down, piece in the middle. Yeah, it's getting there. Sorry this video is a bit dark, it's at night. Get the gist of the scale of it. When the light is on, I think it's going to be basically about 1 inch or 2 away from the roof. But as I said earlier, this is a big room with tall ceilings. This is the acoustic foam which arrived from Thomond. And as you can see, it's lovely. And that's going to be covering the inside of the booth. Sweet. Anyway, We haven't worked on it in the last couple of days because we're just waiting on supplies to arrive to get the next piece done. But I think it's going to be about another 2 weeks before we have everything and painted and the signs done and lights installed and the microphone installed and raise it off the ground about an inch. This is what I think. Raise it off the ground about an inch, maybe 2 inches, and have a neon light under it to make it look really cool. Anyway, you get the gist of what it'll be like. We just put it together basically so we could see how everything's going to fit. So none of these sides are permanently on at the moment. But even though it's not on, they're not permanently attached at the moment. This thing is solid. This is really solid. No shifting in that. Right, so here we are again with the posts. All been sorted out. As I said, the sides were only on it there a while ago for just to have a look at it and just see what it'll be like and how it's all going to fit in. Anyway, this is the posts up now. We're going to put on the sides again, raise them off the ground about 1/2 inch so that the carpet and underlay can go on there and the door can open and close. And anyway, we're going to crack on. We're still doing it. We're still ripped it apart again. All right, Dave?
Cheers, all right, folks.
Okay. Right, another little video. The roof is done now. Well, nearly. The roof's on the floor. Because it'll fit nicely, snug all the way around. And when it's raised up to the top, you can see it's got the 2 platforms on it, and then the roof will tilt into where the light is. So it's just been glued and pinned and screwed together here because this is perfectly square where it's meant to be. Up here it's going to go on the top and come down and lay on the 1/2 inch ply, which is the other boards are going to go all the way around, so it's going to come down onto a little level. Anyway, that's good, and tomorrow after it sets and dries we're going to take it out and brace it and move on from there, and maybe put it up on the roof and just have a look at it and see what it looks like from a distance. There's Dave again. Everyone thinks I don't do anything because I'm on the side of this camera.
Oh, yeah,
you know, I'll get him to video me sometime doing something.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's it anyway for tonight. Police sign box is up there now. Well, isn't this focusing? Stupid bloody thing. Anyway, if you can see that. That piece is only in there as a brace at the moment. That's going to be gone. And this is all going to be cut out of the ply so that the light can come through and show up the fact that it's going to say police public call box. I don't know what's wrong with the focus on this. Hope it comes out alright. So anyway, there's 4 more of them to do to go all the way around. As you can see, we've ripped it down again and we're just putting on the backs. So everything's cut out where the police sign is going and gluing, and we're putting on MDF on the back because it's dense and it'll be good for soundproofing, better than the ply. So that's it, we're just gonna rock, right? Okay, so we stopped for a minute anyway. We just wanted to show you the door is cut out now. Hope that light isn't too bright, but the door is cut out and it's over here. What Dave's got, and it's looking good. So anyway, what we did today was we added the extra wood onto the base, and it slopes down a little at a slight angle. I don't know whether that's going to be too good to see right there. Oh, you can see it a little bit. Anyway, see these small little details like that just have to be done, because it just doesn't look right unless you do these small little things, you know. So anyway, that's all miter cut and cut with a slope into it using the skill saw, and it looks really nice. But I keep on saying that about this thing, because it does look really nice. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to set it up again and really have a look at it and check it out now with this new addition to the base. And this is where all the cables are going to go down on the inside. They're going to go down and out one hole. Mic cables and light cables and everything else. So anyway, that's all added on there. Looks really good. And we'll see what it's like in the morning. State of this place. Anyway, anyone who's planning on taking on a project of building a Tardis, it's a lot harder than you think. It isn't just a big blue box. It's damn hard and expensive. Anyway, I'm really happy with that base, the way it looks at the moment. And just that little slight thing, just that little slight decline there in the wood, even though it is only slight, will make a hell of a difference when it's laying flat on the ground and you're looking at it. It's going to look pretty authentic. Now, the big issue is paint. Right, so just putting it up again, just to have a look. And hopefully this is the last time that it goes up before we strip it down again to paint it. And then put it in its proper place, which will be upstairs. But we're setting it up to have a look.
Right.
Hey.
Here we are.
So all seems to be going well, so I'll get back to the camera in a little bit. I just put that up there just to have a look at it. It's coming on well. I can't wait till this is finished. I can clean the bloody place. Oh, the base. Yeah, look, check it out. Now, doesn't that look much nicer? Raised off the ground with the little chamfer in the slope of it. I think it looks cool. Neon light. And all lit up. Beautiful. Anyway, remember what I was saying about the panels are going to go in there. Still got the panels that are cut out of this MDF. So they're removable, you can take them out when you just want it standing around as an ornament, because it is big, and a lot of the time you're not going to be in it singing or playing guitar or using it as the vocal booth, so it's just going to be this big ornament. So at least it can be a big stand-up lamp. And when it's cold, I can get in there, it'll be easier to heat it, won't it? Deadly. Really happy with that base. Right, so this is the roof so far, and you can see that where the light is going to go in the middle for the lamp on top, comes up a couple of inches above the top of the roof, where the roof is going to slope into that. It's only going to be a slight slope because we have to take into consideration the height of the roof and stuff like that as well. But it is going to have the sloped roof, which we're going to do after a cup of coffee. But really pleased how this is all coming together. Dave is a fucking genius. Anyway, I've seen other people's builds online and they didn't do it exactly the way Dave recommended doing it, so I really can't wait to see how this turns out. So, catch up in a little bit. Right, so the roof. You can see it inside here. The light is crap. Hang on a second. See if I can bring this around. Inside. To show. So we'll look at this. There's the roof. And as you can see, there is going to be a ceiling which has access to where you can change the light bulb, and cables and that can come down that corner down there, including the microphone stand and the microphone cable, because the stand's going to be on the roof. But it looks heavy. I don't know whether I'm going to get a picture of this, of the actual slope from this angle. I don't know whether you can see it. There. I'm tall, but I'm not that tall. But it's there. And it looks damn good. You can see up in the rafters. It's about a 3-inch slope up to where the light fitting goes from the top of the platform, that platform on the roof, so it goes up about 3 inches. So it's only a slight incline, but it really looks good if you can see it. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm not going to do it anymore. But it's a work in progress. Hey, the roof. Here, see that lamp? Is it on? Bring it inside and hold it up. See if any light comes out the top. Needs to be plugged. It needs to be switched by the wall. Yeah, there's a little bit of light hitting the ceiling, only a tiny bit though. Anyway, that's where the light's going to go on top of the police box. But I don't know whether you can see the slope there too good, but it's there. Any better? Yeah, you can see a little reflection coming up onto the ceiling. But when the bulb is in there, it's going to look pretty deadly. I'm going to rent it out as a little flat. Oh, it looks good from here. Yep. Yeah. So, get a better angle on that. Very good. So today's part of the project is paint. Really wanted to try and get this paint right because on David Tennant's Tardis it is old and battered and looks like it's been around the block a few times, and this is what we really want to try and recreate with the paintwork. Sorry about the focus. I like Matt Smith's Tardis, but it's a little bit too new. This to me just looks great. So I got a piece of the MDF, I got a piece of ply, just scrap that was left over, put a primer on it, an MDF primer, or else the paint will just get soaked into the MDF, and want that, come out with that, which is really good actually. I think it's very close to that. So wasn't really sure how to do it, so I approached a friend called Harry, and he said to get some. I said, how do you distress paint? How do you make it look old? And he said to get some black emulsion, water it down, paint it on, and rub it off, and you'll create an old look to whatever paint you've put on. So put on the primer, got some of a little tester pot of this rich teal, thought it was quite similar in colour, painted that on to the MDF and to the ply because I wanted to see if the both of them came out looking the same, or was there a difference in the shades or anything like that. There's not, they're exactly the same. So thanks to Harry, watered down just a little bit of the black emulsion. I think it was just 50-50 at the end of the day. I didn't really take too much consideration on like the volume because I was only just testing out these little bits. Bought a cheap roller and a cotton cloth. That's Dave texting me. Cheap roller and a cotton cloth, elastic bands, ruffled up the cotton cloth on the roller, and then just painted the black straight over the rich teal, the blue that was there. So this was completely black. Rolled over it a few times with the roller, takes off most of the black. The more times you roll, the more black will come off. If you take off too much, then just paint on some more of the black, roll it over again until you come out with the result that you're looking for. And I think that is very similar to that. So I think this is exactly what we're going to go for. So I'm just going to wait for Dave to come around. We're going to head down to the hardware store before it closes, and we're going to get on with this and have a look later, and we'll see how it turns out. But going by that, I think it's going to be really good. I haven't done a video in a while, but I've just painted the box. This is only its first coat of the rich teal, but it seems to have come out pretty good, and I'm just waiting for it to dry now, and then going to go over it, touch up a few bits and pieces on it, and then water down the black and put that all over it, and hopefully we'll come out with that nice effect. But yeah, it's near its final stages now. So anyway, we'll see what happens in a while. Right, I think I've got everything here. So that's the black. It's just an emulsion, extra deep base. What I did was I got this and I put it in a basin, and then I got water, filled up 5 of these of water and put that in as well. So I thought, look, it's only a wash. So I've got everything I need. Got my roller ready. I have my cloths and elastic bands to go back on the roller if I need to change the head of it. This is my tester piece. I'm going to try it out now. If it's okay, well then I'm just going to continue on. And if it's not, well then we'll soon find out. It's not really much you can do about it. I'll apply more back. Yeah. That looks alright. Yeah, I think that looks okay. A bit of luck. Dry. Look like that. Don't know whether you can see it too well from there, but it's working. I just don't know how good. But I suppose we just have to go for it and see what happens. So I don't know whether you can actually see, oh you can, but it's not a great camera, but you can see how it's starting to look distressed.
Clown business.
Yeah, so amongst all the mess, like I keep on saying, haven't been able to clean this place properly since starting this project. All the newspaper on the ground is obviously from going around the bottom of the paint, you know, so it doesn't drip everywhere, which it has anyway, but not too bad. But you can see here the effect makes it look old. See that? I just mocked up this with just a photocopy of what is going to go in there, the actual sign, which has been done on a tin, been printed on it. It's not real tin, but it looks like tin. It's done on plastic, but it gives the effect of it being done on tin, I suppose. Yeah, it's really cool. I love this dirty black over the blue. It looks great. Really pleased with that. Now I've just got to find a light, some kind of lantern that fits. It's a messy job. I don't always go around like this, but I've just finished painting this. So, yeah, it's really cool. It's looking the business now. It's all done all the way around. You probably can't see it there, it's too dark in that side, but it's, everything is done. Give it that old style look. Brought the paint in a little bit around the edge on the inside of the boxes all the way around, because when the glass goes in, it fits in maybe a couple of mils. So of millimeters, and you know, it'll all blend in. But this looks great. This effect of it looking old looks brilliant. Really pleased with it. And it's dry now, thank God. Well, this part is, the other side isn't yet. But yeah, so that's what it's going to look like. Something like that. But it's going to have frosted glass all around, and I don't know what you call that, the kind of bead and stuff that goes around, which divides the glass into 6 segments. And then the inside is going to have the board back on it again, and then the inside of that is going to have all the acoustic foam and the ceiling. Anyway, it'll look great, and I'm sure anyone that comes and has a look at it will like it, you know. I like it. I think it's brilliant. So, anyway, we'll check it out later. Yeah. Nice signs are in. All just done tonight. Maybe a bit dark around here, but they're all done, and the frames, they're all done too. Nearly finished, looking great. There's the door, is hanging now. Let's give you a little look at that. You can see. Now, sorry about that, bit of a glare on the camera. Next job is the little phone box part, put in the window, and perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, great. That light's a pain in the arse. I have to move that. got a post that are going to go at the top of the ceiling inside, but I'll show you them. Painted them grey because to match the foam. And here's the door, the window frame, finished door. The roof's off now, by the way. And this opens up. There's a little box inside. That's been painted. Cool. Really pleased with that. Looks great. So that's it without its roof. It's gone. Yeah. So
Here we are. The lights are on. Check her out there. We're floating on the ground here. We're not touching the floor at all.
right, but wait, we'll switch
We're
off the light.
levitating. Ooh. We're levitating.
It doesn't look very good on this camera, but
Oh,
it does look good in real
it's a
life.
hoverboard. It's a hoverboard.
It does look good. Okay, so here it is. I don't know whether you can see it too well in this light because the window is open, but there is lights underneath it. Right, so I've put it onto widescreen because we all like widescreen, but you can't get it all in the widescreen. Not in this space. The windows are glass all the way around. All the police public hall box signs are glass. Anyway, everything is wired up, everything is hooked up. Where the mic stand comes out of the ceiling up there behind that corner, this is where all the cabling runs down, and it goes out a small hole at the bottom. So you have everything from amp cab cables, mic cables, power cables, light cables are all going down there. Everything is glass. It's real glass. This is real glass. And so that's it. And it's aged paintwork to make it look old. Didn't really want the new one, the new look. I wanted an old look to it, which I think we've achieved. Right, just to give you some specifications on the Tardis. It's 9.5 feet tall, so it ain't going to fit in any standard house. The ceilings here are just over 9.5 feet. So with the light on the top of it, it comes in at about 9.5 feet. It's 4.5 feet at the base, because as you can see, the base comes out a little bit and kind of chamfered. It has the little door here in the front, which I'm going to put my telephone inside, my house phone, and people have even used house phones these days, but I have one. I'm looking for a Bakelite phone, which is an old-fashioned phone from the, I don't know, 40s, 50s, 60s, something like that, and I'm going to put it in there. But I want to get a working one, because I've come across a few of them, but they don't work. So, yep. All locks. You can hardly see that now. I'll have to get a torch. Anyway, we were doing some vocals in here the other day, and there's a mic all set up in there. Actually, it's a cab, Marshall cab inside there, because I track guitars when I'm recording drums down in the live room downstairs. I have a guitarist, either myself or whoever's here playing at the time, and the cab inside the Tardis, you can whack it up a little bit louder. It's not 100% soundproof, but it is soundproofed to a certain extent. It has all acoustic foam inside it, and it just, you can hit it a bit more volume. It doesn't really annoy the neighbours, which is the main thing. So we were doing the signs and the windows of the Tardis. We could have used Perspex. I see a lot of people, when they build them, they were using frosted perspex, but we went one stage further and got real glass. These are real glass windows, and the signs at the top, they're glass as well. I got a friend of mine who does sign making, and he did the police signs, and he also did this one here, so makes it look quite authentic. But yeah, it's a beast of a thing. Not for everyone. But if you want to buy it, hit me up because I'll sell it to you. Okay, so just one final thing before I finish up this video. If you got to the end of this video, fair play to you, because I think it's going to be a long one. So I'm going to do some more videos and upload on this channel pretty regularly, and it's going to be music and just having a bit of crack, and I don't mean crack as in what you're thinking. Us Irish just say that, but having a bit of fun. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and I'll see about putting up regular content. As I said, it's probably be music based, having a bit of a laugh, and cheers for getting this far in the video. See you later.